Hello and greetings and salutations everyone, it is I, Flip the Bacon, hey! And welcome back to all my returning subscribers, and if this is your first time checking out my channel, well, welcome to Flip the Bacon, I hope you stick around. So today we're going to be doing our review of the final station for you guys here, and I'm going to tell you what I think about the game and all that stuff. So okay, we're going to move on to the next page here. Developed by Do My Best and published by TinyBuild, The Final Station is a 2D side-scrolling action-adventure post-apocalyptic survival game. In The Final Station, you play as a railroad engineer trying to do what is right in what very well could be humanity's final hours. So yeah, that's pretty much the summary of the game there. So we're going to move on to the next page. Number 1, story. Now, it really pains me to have to do this, but I'm going to have to give the Final Station story a half a heart. It's a terribly low score, but I have to do it. The problems I have with the story is while the story starts off really strong and cool, it massively spirals out of control as exactly what the heck is going on in the game and who's doing what and why. You have, by like the end of the game, I have no clue what the heck is going on. It just really sucks, unfortunately. And another reason why I gave it such a low rating is also when you're doing the train sequence parts of the game, you're so focused on trying to keep everyone alive and keeping the train running that you miss out on all the story basically going on during those train sequences. So this ends up giving the Final Station a half a heart in the category 1, which is story. Number 2, controls. Now, this is one part of the game where the Final Station excels really well and has pretty dang good controls. I don't have really any complaints about the controls. I feel like the controls are perfect and do well, earning the Final Station 2 hearts in the number 2 category, which is controls. Number 3, visual styles or graphics. Now, I feel that the graphics or visual style of the Final Station are probably about average or below average for an indie game of this type. The exception to this rule is it has very gorgeous background art when you're doing the train sequence parts of the game, but you don't really get to enjoy those too much because you're so focused on trying to keep everyone alive and trying to keep the train running. So you don't really get to see the really cool backgrounds, unfortunately, which is one of the most beautiful parts of the Final Station. So the Final Station gets a 1 heart in the category 3, which is visual styles or graphics. Number 4, sound. Now, the sound production in the Final Station is pretty good, but there's an overall lack of sounds for the Final Station game. I wish there was a little bit more sounds to the game than what we get in it. I definitely have a few complaints about that too, like you don't hear any noises coming from the zombies, and all the guns pretty much sound pretty much the same. This ends up earning the Final Station 1 heart in the number 4 category, which is sound. Number 5, music. Now, there's not a whole lot of music going on in the Final Station, but the little bit you do get to hear is pretty good. But unfortunately, I end up giving it 1 heart because the music you do get in the game is pretty much the same song, just changed slightly whenever they introduce a different song in the game. So this ends up earning the Final Station 1 heart in the number 5 category, which is music. Number 6, enjoyment. Now, I actually had quite a bit of fun with the Final Station, and it would have earned 2 hearts, in my opinion, if I could have enjoyed the story a little bit more, but unfortunately, that was a major buzzkill for me in the game. So this overall ended up landing the Final Stations with 1.5 hearts in the number 6 category, which is enjoyment. Number 7, replay value. Now, unfortunately, the Final Station doesn't offer a whole lot when it comes to replay value for the game. The only real reason you would want to go back and play the Final Station again is to pick up any achievements you missed on your first playthrough. Some can argue you could go back and play the game and let certain train passengers live or die, but this ultimately has no effect on the story. So the Final Station earns a half a heart in category number 7, which is replay value. Number 8, bug-free. Now, this is another part that the Final Station excelled in. I ran into no bugs during the whole time I played the game, earning the Final Station 2 hearts in the number 8 category, which is bug-free. Number 9, tutorial/informing. Now, I feel like this is another part of the game which the Final Station really drops the ball on. The only time that the game ever informs you on how to do anything in the game is when you pause the screen, it shows you the control layout for the game. Other than that, you're in the complete dark to figure out everything out on your own in the game, basically. Like, I didn't figure out till halfway through the game that you could even make your own med kits and your own ammo. And the only reason I found that out was because someone mentioned it in a comment to me, be like, hey, you can do this. Because that would have been very massively helpful to know that information early on in the game and how to do some of the other parts of the game. So this ends up earning the final station a half a heart in the number 9 category, which is tutorial/informing. Number 10, difficulty. Now, I feel like the overall difficulty for the final station was too easy in the game. Considering that it was supposed to be like kind of like a zombie apocalypse game, I found it to be really easy to go through the game. It kind of took away a little bit of enjoyment, but actually, not terribly too much. So this ended up earning the final station 1 heart in category 10, which is difficulty. So the tally for the final station was 11 hearts in total, landing it in that 9.5 to 13.5 heart range of average. Altogether, I think a lot of people will still have fun with this one. I do recommend you check it out if you get the chance. Suffers from some design issues and other problems. Okay folks, on this last page here, I have the official websites for TinyBuild and the final station, the social media websites for the final station and TinyBuild. I have a link for you for the Steam store page and the PlayStation store page if you would like to pick up this game. You can pick it up on both those stores for $14.99 right now. And then as the last link you see down there on this video, that is a link to my Flip the Bacon's Blind Let's Play series of the final station. If you want to see me play all the way through the entire game, if you haven't checked it out already, I recommend you guys do. That's me playing through the whole entire game. But yeah, so my kind of closing thoughts here is I think the final station is still a pretty decent game. I would definitely still recommend checking it out if you get the chance. I still had fun with it, and for the price, it's not too bad to pick it up, Whether, if you don't really like it, it's not that bad of a loss. And if you really do like it, well, that's quite a great gain there as well. So as I say at the end of every one of my videos here, flip that bacon. See you next time, and goodbye.